That self-deception there, man, there's so much in that line. That's so good. What a fantastic line. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Humanist Reacts. So as you can see, I have found a better way to be warm in my own home. Now, I don't look like I'm about to shoot Bambi. Instead, I kind of look like my dad just bought your favorite ski center, and I'm going to punch you in the nose and tell you how we're going to tear it down. I feel a yearning in my soul to listen to some metal music. So it's time to react to some metal. So I did Judas Priest. The other one that goes along with Judas Priest, like hand in hand in metal history, is Iron Maiden. And so I did a little bit of research and I found what Reddit said was the best performance of this particular Iron Maiden song. And we're going to watch it. So, this is Iron Maiden, Hallowed Be Thy Name, live. Let's get into it. Okay.
I'm waiting in my cold cell when the bell begins to chime, reflecting on my past life, and it doesn't have much time, 'cause at 5 o'clock they take me to the gallows pole. The sands of time for me are running low.
Okay, they're about to do a transition, obviously, into a different part of this song. So I want to talk about that intro. That I like the use of the bells. Obviously, this is not specific to this song. Um, I've heard the bells in plenty of songs. This I don't know when did this song come out? Maybe this was maybe the bells were very unique at the time of the recording of this, uh, but either way. So and the build in this first verse is very interesting. Lyrically, we're obviously going to be telling a story here. Um, Waiting in my cold cell, the bell rings to chime. That's the bell. He was, yeah, okay. Yes, they had the bells at the beginning. Don't know why that took me so long to put together, but yeah. And that's church bells, I guess, because traditionally church bells would ring um, the time. Um, but anyway, okay. So reflecting on my past life, it doesn't have much time. 5 o'clock, they take me to the gallows pole. The sands of time for me are running low. So, this guy's on death row. Uh, is sort of the short version here. I feel like this story, the setting for this story, predates Death Row. This feels more like a highwayman type story. So 1700s or something, something like that. 15 to 1700, maybe somewhere in that neighborhood. That's where I'm kind of picturing this happening in my head. So anyway, so this all right. So this guy's about to get hanged.
Me are running low.
Yeah.
When the praise of the rain made the last sight, take a look to the bars of the last sight of a world that has gone very wrong for me. Can it be that there's some sort of error at the start of some mounting terror? Is it really the end of some crazy dream? Somebody please come in that I'm dreaming. It's not easy to stop from screaming. My voice escape me when I try to speak. Can't go, but why am I crying? After all, I'm not afraid of dying. Couldn't believe that there never is a day.
I love that. I love that riff. That. Oh, that's good. That's good. And that, man, they came in hard all of a sudden. So, okay, all right. When the intro ended, the way that they carried forward uh, the vocals along with the drum and the guitar coming in, it was so good. It was so good. It's hard for me to describe what it is about it that's good because I'm not a musician. I'm not like a trained musician, so I can't tell you exactly what it is about it, but but I can tell you sort of. It's it carries that note. Like the note starts low, note starts at the intro, and then oh, so, and then it just kind of like it's like a smooth transition. It's such a cool transition into the faster part, and when we're going to do the verse. um God, that was fantastic. Hopefully, since I can't explain it with my voice, you could see it on my face when it happened. um when the priest comes to read me the last, I'm going over these lyrics real quick. The priest comes to read me the last rites. I took a look through the bars of the last sights of a world that has gone very wrong for me. Is that right? Can it be that there's some sort of error? Hard to stop the surmounting terror. Is it really the end, not some crazy dream? Something like that. That's how he went. Yeah. But yes, his vocals are great. And because it's screamy vocals in a high pitch, and that's just for me that's a hard thing to do. There's some people who do that very well, like Bon Scott, or Brian Johnson, of AC/DC, yeah, or this guy, but where you're screaming, but but you're maintaining control of your vocals. Um, it's very impressive. It's very cool. So all right. So anyway, so in this verse, then the priest coming and says, you know, yeah, forgive you your sins, blah blah blah. Takes a look through the bars. What's what's gone wrong with my life? Um, you know, is this real? Am I really about to die? He's disassociating. Is what's happening in this verse, which I imagine you would probably do in a situation where you suddenly find yourself about to be hanged. All right, back into the song. Yeah. Wait, wait. Hang on. I want to talk about that. Adding in that second guitar for that for that riff gives you this sort of soaring feeling. It makes it feel triumphant when you add in a second instrument playing the same, the same sort of yeah, the same notes. It it just kind of it causes like a swell emotionally when you hear that, and it makes you feel like. And also, I didn't realize it, but I've heard this riff before. I don't know where I've heard this, but I've heard this riff before. Um, specifically that part of it, that that part of the. And I missed an entire verse there that he sang. Um, okay, anyway, I heard that before. Where have I heard that before? Because this song does not sound familiar to me, but the riffs do. Am I going crazy? Did somebody else like rip these riffs off and use them in something different? Or okay, all right. So that last verse that I missed, somebody tell me I'm dreaming. Words escape me when I try to speak, tears fall, but why am I crying? After all, I'm not afraid of dying. Don't I believe that there never is an end? Yeah. Wait, why am I afraid to die? Don't I believe in heaven? That's a tough one for a lot of people out there. A lot of people who say that they believe. And I get it. You know, honestly, if you did believe in heaven, then if you were to behave rationally based on that belief, you would be psychotic. So that's the thing. I'm kind of glad that people don't really believe deep down, but there's that moment of, of fear and like, wait, but why am I scared? I think I'm going to go to heaven. Why am I scared? Is this feels like this is a moment of losing faith at the exact moment that it was supposed to be most important to you, that it was supposed to be most valuable. I'm about to die. This is faith's wheelhouse. This is their religion's bread and butter. I'm about to die. You're you're supposed to be comfort, right? You're comforting me with stories about streets paved with gold and getting to meet my be with my dog that died when I was a child and stuff like that. Why am I so scared? That's a powerful line. That's really good. God, that's really good. Tears fall, but why am I crying? After all, I'm not afraid. That self-deception there. Man, there's so much in that line. That's so good. What a fantastic line. All right, I'm going back into the song. That's hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Lyrically, the guards march me out to the courtyard. Somebody cries from a cell. God be with you. If there's a God, why has he let me go? God be with me? Why isn't he already with me? Where'd he go? As I walk, my life drifts before me, and though the end is near, I'm not sorry. Not regretting your life. Catch my soul, it's willing to fly away. It's almost like he's having like an out-of-body experience here. Like he's like I'm not even in this body anymore at this point. Mark my words, believe my soul lives on. Don't worry now that I have gone. I've gone beyond to seek the truth. When you know that your time is close at hand, maybe then you'll begin to understand. Life down here is just a strange illusion. So, he's getting into some real interesting philosophical territories here. Metaphysically, he's getting into some interesting metaphysics. he's there's a he's working with some dualism here. So uh there's a separate soul, a soul that's separate from the body. That's a separate being that continues to exist. And so there's um and then this feeling of what exists beyond this meaty, fleshy prison is much greater. And what you exist in is just a strange illusion. Those are some very deep lyrics. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. I didn't know. I feel like such an idiot for not knowing how good this is. Is this so I've been racking my brain this whole time because I feel like that I know the lead singer of Iron Maiden's name from just hearing it over the years, and it's been on the tip of my tongue, and I'm about to blurt it out now, and I'm going to leave this in the video even though I might be wrong when I say it, and then I will be blasted by all kinds of people saying you're so stupid. Um, is it Bruce Dickinson? That's what's in. That's the name that I've conjured from my mind as I've been watching this video, trying to remember what the name was. Is Bruce Dickinson? Is I'm assuming that that he wrote the lyrics as well, and if he did, this is masterful lyrics. These are incredible lyrics. These are really, really good. Um, Jeez. Okay. All right. Anyway, back to the song. Let's hear the musicality some more. So there's that riff that repeats. Okay. Yeah. That all right. All right. Iron Maiden. It's a weird thing that happens. This is this weird thing that happens when you grow up. I feel like, or at least for me, when I grew up, there would be certain bands that, you would just like, you would be aware of their existence, but for some reason, you seem to get this impression of them, that there's something wrong with them. Um, even even when you try very hard to go against that, which is something that I always tried very hard to go against that type of thing, but you somehow would end up getting this impression, uh, these prejudged impressions of these bands. Um, that was that was hard. That was eloquent. Uh, that was a gut wrenching story. Uh, I'm going to be thinking about this man who was being walked to the gallows. That this song has left that germ in my head now. And that's a thing that I'm going to be thinking about. I'm guessing that this song is just so massive that I have heard those guitar parts before, just in passing without ever really noticing it, and I just didn't know that I'd heard this before. Um, Maybe I've heard this song before. It appears that I've heard this song before because that riff, that repeating riff, is very, like, I have no doubt that I've heard that. Um, but I want to, there's a lot in there, and that show was incredible. But I feel like there's a lot that I missed there by not hearing exactly what it was that they wanted me to hear, the way that I would hear it if it were um, on the recorded version. Anyway, fantastic. Iron Maiden's going to be in my rotation now too. So there's a thing I didn't know about. Um, awesome. Hope you all enjoyed my reaction. Um, Tell me what I should be listening to next from Maiden. Give me Maiden suggestions. Give me metal suggestions in general, or any kind of suggestions of something to react to. Um, but I suspect that the people who are watching this video are going to be people who will be able to tell me metal suggestions. Um, and like and subscribe and all that. And till next time, y'all take care.